Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. I'm in California now, delivering those concrete forms I was hauling from Salt Lake City. And so today's Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I was watching Sky News, watching and listening. So, Boris Johnson is talking about a partial reopening of the UK. So I was listening to him, and I'm drinking a little bit of Jack Daniels. So, carry a little booze in my truck from now and then. I don't drink often, but when I do, I drink whiskey. So, the things he was saying, I was like, man, I'm going to do a video on this. This is crazy, and I'm going to play some of it. Alright, so I also listened to a guy that I heard on Central Banker W3, and it's called The Crow House, and he did a video I listened to yesterday, and it actually made the neck, or the hair on my neck stand up a little bit. The things he was saying about, I didn't know Australia only has, well, not only, but they have 26 million people in the country. And the United States has about 372-ish million. Yeah, 373, something like that. Million people, and obviously we're the home of the free and the land of the brave, and we're the land of the free, home of the brave. Anyways, it's one of those two. So he had said, just gotta keep my screen from shutting off on my tablet. He had said that the world is watching America right now, and it's true. The world is watching America right now, because we have weapons, we have our freedom. Supposedly we have democracy, which I strongly disagree. So he had said, the Crow House, that if they bring down America, everybody else follows. So all the other countries are watching us, and I think they're rooting for us. And that's why I say we have to organize. 200 million guns means nothing if we're not organized. And like I said in my previous videos, I would rather die on my feet as a free man than serve on my knees as a slave, like Roy Potter said. But listening to Boris Johnson, and I'll put the video on here in a second, he talked about things like obey, monitoring. He kept saying if, and our, back to your freedom, and this is going, the world is going to turn into Nazi Germany. Guaranteed, like I've said in the past in my other videos, Trump will not be reelected, unfortunately. He will be beaten by Clinton, even though she's not running. She's supposedly supposed to be Biden's vice president. Trump will not be reelected, unfortunately. But he's not doing anything right now as our president. I'm a huge Trump supporter, but he is not doing the things that we elected him to do. He's allowing these things to happen. At the end of the day, he is better than Clinton or Biden or Obama or whatever. I get it. But if he's playing for the same team, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't want to make it political, but wait till you guys hear this. So I paused it on my tablet, and I'll shut up now. Let me turn it up. And just listen to this.
You should go to work if you can't work from home. And to ensure you're safe at work, we've been working to establish new guidance for employers to make workplaces COVID secure. And when you do go to work, if possible, do so by car or even better by walking or bicycling. But just as with workplaces, public transport operators will also be following COVID secure standards. And from this Wednesday, we want to encourage people to take more and even unlimited amounts of outdoor exercise. You can sit in the sun in your local park, you can drive to other destinations, you can even play sports only with members of your own household. You must obey the rules on social distancing. And to enforce those rules, we will increase the fines for the small minority who break them. And so, every day, with ever-increasing data, we will be monitoring the R and the number of new infections and the progress we are making. And if we as a nation begin to fulfill the conditions I have set out, then in the next few weeks and months, we may be able to go further. In step 2, at the earliest by June the 1st, after half term, we believe we may be in a position to begin the phased reopening of shops and to get primary pupils back into schools, in stages beginning with reception, year 1 and year 6. Our ambition is that secondary pupils facing exams next year will get at least some time with their teachers before the holidays. And we'll shortly be setting out detailed guidance on how to make it work in schools and shops and on transport. And step 3, at the earliest by July, and subject to all these conditions and further scientific advice, if and only if the numbers support it, we will hope to reopen at least some of the hospitality industry and other public places, provided they're safe and enforce social distancing. Throughout this period of the next 2 months, we will be driven not by mere hope or economic necessity. We're going to be driven by the science, the data, and public health. And I must stress again that all of this is conditional. It all depends on a series of big ifs. It depends on all of us, the entire country, to follow the advice, to observe social distancing, and to keep that R down. And to prevent reinfection from abroad.
If, and only if, and we hope, it's nothing but just, it's lies. It's just giving us false hope. Like he said, obey, monitor, if, hope. It's all lies. It's all lies. And this is in the UK. Canada is already, they've announced that they're going to be going into people's homes and arresting and citing people that aren't obeying the rules of the lockdown. The world is never going to go back to the way it was, obviously, by what Boris Johnson says. It is really, really trying times. It's, like I said, don't give up your firearms. Don't take the vaccination. What are they going to do? They can't arrest us all. They can't. I mean, they could, but then they won't have slaves. This is exactly what I've said in the past in my videos. You can go to work, monkey. You can go to a park, monkey. You can play sports, monkey, but only if it's with your family. And if, monkey, only if, monkey, if you obey, you can get more freedoms. And if, monkey, you don't listen, then we'll just deal with you on our own terms. This is never going back. This is never going back, unfortunately. So stand together and unite. My number is 414-477-7845. I'm up to 15 calls now. Fortunately, I couldn't meet the couple I wanted to in Nevada. I had a truck issue, and I move on. So, as we all move on. So, this is quite apparent, and you're going to see it from America as well. But the guy from the Crow House, I don't know his name, but it was, if you get a chance, go on there and check out his latest video. It's a video of him walking through the park. And it's pretty concerning. But he said, and I agree with him, that all eyes are on us in America. All eyes are on us. If America falls, everyone falls. It's pretty concerning. He said that there's a complete suffocation. Well, I don't know if he used those words, but I'm going to use them. It's a complete suffocation of the United States and our freedoms. So, it's exciting times we live in, but it's also very horrifying times we live in. So please, do everything you can to prep and do everything you can to unite as a people. We don't need division. And they're already using our social distancing and going after our First Amendment of peacefully assembling. They're separating us. And sooner or later, they're going to shut down all YouTube, I don't go on Facebook. I can't stand Facebook. But they're going to shut down all social media as soon as everything goes on. And your cell phones will be shut off too. So like I've said in many previous videos before this one, have a plan B. Have a plan B. Because when your social media goes down and your cell phone goes down, you won't know what to do. So plan for it now, and plan for a lot of worse changes to come. Way worse than we can even imagine. They're getting rid of the elderly people. They're getting rid of anybody who's a burden on the system. Anybody who's non-essential. If you're not I believe that all people are essential. But if you're not considered there essential, you're going to go away, unfortunately. If you're a burden on the system, if you have health problems, mental issue problems, you're going to go away. You will go away. And it's very sad. It's very concerning. So that's all I really have to say. I'm going to go back to my Jack Daniels. And it's pretty hot here in Cali. It's probably about 98, 99 degrees. Got my curtains drawn. Keeps the sun out of the truck. Like my own little comfy apartment. But anyways, just be very aware of what's going on. And we don't need any kind of civil war. We need to unite as a people. We need to band as one. We shouldn't be arguing and disagreeing and everything else. And some of those that want to quote scripture and say this is, I get it. But it's not time to quote scripture. It's not time to talk about revelations. It's not time to talk about, trials and tribulations. It's not really time to talk about the Antichrist or the false Messiah, whatever. It's time to unite. It's time to band as by quoting scripture and quoting and talking about revelations. And I've talked about revelations, and I'm not a biblical person. I'm a believer. But that does nothing. To quote scripture and to quote, 7 years of, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, you can tell I'm not a biblical person. It doesn't give us a solution. We need a solution right now. That is to band together and don't get past our differences and everything else by quoting scripture or quoting God or talking about the Antichrist and talking about I won't take the vaccinations. I get that. But those are just words. That's not a solution to the problem. The solution is banding together. That's why I give my number out, and you should be giving your number out to people, and you should be talking to more people and coming up with that plan B. That's the solution. You don't quote scripture and talk about revelations and talk about this, and talk about the Messiah and talk about the Antichrist or the false Messiah. We don't need to talk about those things. Those are just words. A solution is banding together and organizing. That's the solution. That's all I have to say. I hope this video finds everybody well, and please like and subscribe to the channel and put your number in the box or call me and see what we can do as a people. I'm not a crazy person. I'm not a militia. just give me a call. And happy Mother's Day again to all the moms out there, and even moms that are stepmoms that don't have any biological kids. You're still a mom. If you take care of those children, you're still their mother. So anyways, I'm done venting. Ciao.